Okay, in my opinion, private schools is good because they are providing good educations to the students and they are having a discipline. In my opinion, private school is good when compared to the government school.
Private school is not good because they are educate the students through the by heart system. It is not good. In government schools we have they have to they are educating themselves and they are preparing their own material. In private schools they are giving only materials. They are by heart. It is not good.
In private schools there is a proper education. In government schools there was no proper education. In private schools they are conducting cultural activities and they are implementing new skills. In government schools there was no proper education. Students are by hearting. Teachers are very lazy in government schools. They aren't take care of students.
I think what you said is not the correct way because the teachers, those who are working in government schools, they are highly educated. To get the government jobs, they have some rules and regulations, and not only that, they are teaching very well. And in government schools, we have more competitions and we have games like we are playing games and we are going other competitions to other schools or other places to win. And in government schools we have all the facilities and like they are conducting the competitive exams also. I think in private schools that is not there, so I think in my perception government school is very good.
In private schools there is a good competition skills and they are coming forward and they are improving their skills and they are playing outside and they are going for the another schools also. And in the government school the children are not going outside and the teachers are not sending the children to go outside and play them. And when we study in the private school there is a lot of advantages. We can get a good job with a high skills, but in the government school there is no job. In the government school we can't get any job by studying in the government school.
You told government school students don't get job opportunities. In government students also have the good facilities in the schools and they are having good knowledge and the teachers are providing good knowledge. Because of that they are getting good jobs also. And in the government schools we are having many facilities and books are provided to the students and many facilities are provided. By that they can easily grab the chances and they can get jobs. So government school is very good in my perception.
As you said, is totally wrong. The government school they are facing a lot of problems like water problem. They don't provide good education to the students who are interested in the students. They are taking care about only the particular students. The government teachers are showing much interest towards the merit students. They didn't take care about the low and dull students. They only concentrate about only the merit students and they face a lot of problems in their life due to the and who are studying in the government schools. They didn't get that much opportunities to get a job in companies. So in my perception private school is the best to educate oneself and to get place in any sector, and they teach a lot of skills rather than studies. In my perception private school is the best.
Depending upon the schools, not only schools, in government schools there are many facilities are provided by them. It is very good and they are providing food for the students, and every student will get more food, and they are in every week they are getting nutritious food, and they are not getting the food at home also. They are getting more opportunities in schools and they are providing and they are implementing the skills, and they are going for out. And not only in education they are implementing in games, and they are not following the by-hearting system mainly in government schools, and they are not by-hearting the system. They are visualizing and they are applying at homes and society. They are implementing and they are developing.
Actually, what you said is totally wrong, because there is no proper system in the government schools. Like, teachers won't teach anything to the students. Then how can they learn anything from the visualization or imagination? The thing is, here in private schools there is a good visualization, and they are showing the lessons in the visualizing, and they are giving the projectors to the students, and they are implementing it in a practical way. But in government schools there is no practical way, and they are just leaving the students like that, and they are not giving any proper syllabus to the students, and they are simply spending their time in mobiles, and they are just going away. It's not correct. But in private schools there is a proper system, there is a proper way which leads the student in a good way, and it encourages the dull students also.
Totally wrong. In government schools they are providing visualizations. In past days there was no visualization facilities in government schools, but now they are providing visualization facilities to students. It is good to their understanding, and they are facing so many problems in past days in government schools, but now it is improving a lot. And in government schools teachers are teaching well, and they are supporting to students and they are encouraging the students in any situation. And in government schools they are providing food facilities to students, and they are providing not only bad food, they are providing a good nutritious food to students. It is good to their some people are coming from slum areas, but they are also getting good education from government schools.
In government schools they are providing food, but it is a very cheap quality. They are facing so many health problems. But in private schools not like that. They are giving so many facilities to the students, so they are having good education and they are having good jobs.
The subject, but in government school they are doing in practical way. Every subject they are doing in a practical way, but in private schools that is not there. Teachers are forcing the students to by heart the subject, so it is very bad.
There is a lab facilities and the library is available. By this way they are learning so many things, so the private schools is the best when compared to the government schools.
As you said, it is totally wrong. If we see in private schools, teachers didn't giving any chance to play children. It is not good. If we see in government schools, they are conducting drill periods. It is good for students, and if they play games, they can feel some happiness and they can maintain their body stressless. It is good, but in private schools, they are not conducting the drill periods.
We can see in private schools drill period also available. In private schools students are playing games also. In private schools cultural activities are implementing. Nowadays in private schools we can see many facilities are implementing. In government schools teachers are very lazy. They are not thinking their students' life. They are thinking only salary. In my perception, government schools are very bad.
Totally wrong. In government schools, many students are getting the IIIT seats, but in private schools is not there, and they are not studying very well also. They are by-hearting the system, but government school teachers are taking care of the students, and they are teaching very well. In my perception, government schools is very good.
As you said, totally wrong, because in private schools also students are getting good jobs, and they are learning many things, like in general knowledge also they are practicing and they are learning, and many skills are learned by the students, but in government schools are not good in my perception.
As you said, is totally wrong, but in the government schools also the students are acquiring more knowledge because of their they are giving good education to the students, and many facilities are provided to the students, like midday meal facilities, and they are playing the games in the schools also. But in the private schools they are not conducting the drill periods to the students. Because of that, the private school students are very lazy.
In my perception, the private schools are maintaining proper education system. In private schools, teachers are maintaining good cleanness in the classrooms, but in government schools, they are not maintaining proper cleanness in the schools. but in private schools students are getting more opportunities in the society. They are developing more skills, but in government schools they are not developing skills.
In government schools students have already skills, but in private schools students have skills. Due to that they are learning new skills. And in government schools students are every week they have drill hours, but in private schools they don't have any drill hours. And they are giving the drill hour to the students. In private school they aren't going to ground, but they are only staying on the classrooms and they are only writing on the books only. They didn't like to participate in games in private schools.
In private schools they are conducting many cultural programs. Because of that the students are improving their skills and they are maintaining good education, and teachers are teaching very well. That's why students are concentrate on studies. In my perception private schools are very good.
As you said, is totally wrong. In the government school, students are concentrating on studies and they are doing hard work. And in the compared to cleanliness, government rooms are cleaning very well, and they are very cleanliness. And in the private schools there is no garden. In the government school there is proper garden, and they are growing plants also. In the private schools children are not growing plants. In the private schools they are growing plants, and they are very cleanliness, and government is providing good facilities to the students. So as you said, private schools is not bad. Thank you.
In my perception private schools is good. In students are studying well and they are getting jobs, and they are doing hard work and they are getting more jobs. In my perception private school is good.
As you said, is totally wrong, because private schools are by-hatting the system, but our government school are not by-hatting the system, and they are doing in a practical way. And government school has more drill periods, and they are playing in outdoor games when compared to the private schools.
Private schools are having the bus facilities. Government school had not having the bus facilities. Private schools is good for education. They are improving their knowledge.
Government school education is very good, and students are learning new things, and they are communicate with others easily. And compared to private schools students are not communicate with others easily, but they are focusing on studies only, and they are not spending time with their parents also. In government school students are spending time with their parents, and they are government school students are respecting to each other, but private school students are not giving respect to others.
Government students are not going to schools, and they are roaming outside because of the government teachers are not coming to schools regularly. Because of that students are not showing interest to study.
As you said, you're totally wrong. Government school teachers treat like as your children, and they teach very well, and they always teach very well, and they teach ethics and values. In leisure time they teach stories and how to behave with others. They are teaching very well.
As you're saying, it's completely wrong, because in government school teachers are not teaching very well. They are doing rules in the classrooms, but in private schools teachers are teaching very well, and they are teaching ethical values and communicate English. They are teaching English, and coming to the washrooms, in government schools washrooms are not good when compared to the private schools. In private schools washrooms are very good, and
Their washroom places are very clean when compared to the government schools. In my perception, private school is very good when compared to the government school.
Very wrong. In my perception, government schools is very good because government schools are providing all facilities like washrooms facilities also. Comparing to private schools aren't to provide all facilities. They are arrange some facilities also. In my perception, government schools is very good.
What you said is totally wrong because without education, what will we do with all these facilities? If we ask a doubt to the government teacher, they won't teach us, and behind that they will give the punishment. But in private schools, it's not like that. When we ask a question, how many times we will ask, they will definitely answer the question and they will clarify our doubt. But in government school, it's not like that. They just give the punishments and they just give the impositions to the students. In spite of that, they are dragging the students and they are beating. All these things are happening in the government schools only. But in private schools, there is a clear vision to the students and they will clarify the doubts what they have. So in my perception, private schools are more better than government schools.
In schools also our teachers are educated, and whatever we are asking the doubts or whatever, they are clarifying, and you are telling that they are focusing on the education. That only we are telling that they are only focusing on the education. Other activities they are not there. But if you see in government schools, we have the education. With education we have other cultural activities like, and also we have like NCC, NFC, like that competitions and activities are there, and we are participating, and we are more affectionate with the society also. We are going there and we are doing like Swachha Bharat, like that we are going. But in private schools, when you see, only they are focusing from morning to evening, they are focusing only their education by hearting system. And the children, those who are studying in private school, they are feeling the stress because they are not having anything. Only they are focusing only the study, and they have to study, they have to write only that much. But in government schools, when you come, it is totally different, and the environment what we have is very different, and we enjoy the nature, and we are very happy to educate in government school. In my perception, government school is very good.
As you who said that they are not providing all the needs and to the students, they are providing other cultural activities, and they are implementing many more skills like to improve their or to grasp their knowledge, and they are teaching how to behave in the society, how to lead their life in a fruitful manner. They are very close with the teachers, and they are consulting their doubts, and they are clarifying their doubts. When they are in need, they are very helpful, and they are attractive, and they are teaching in an attractive manner, and they are very supportive to the students, and they are teaching a lot of things regarding regarding to the studies, academics, but they are teaching other things like they are teaching ethics. They are conducting many more programs, like they are conducting NTSC examination, national-wide examination, and many more scholarship examination they are conducting, and they are motivating the students, and they are taking care about the students which are in low. If they lost their confidence, they are boosting up with their confidence, and they are telling, and they are teaching in a good and right manner. So private school is the best to educate oneself.
What you said is totally wrong because in the private schools they are not treating the children good in a good manner because they are focusing upon the marks of the students only. By hearting system, the private schools are going on. In the government schools we can see practical visualization and other things are going on, and teachers are communicating with the students. And they are making the students in a good way, and they are making the students how to lead in a society, and they are making the students learn motivational things, and they are motivating the students in the government schools. And in the government schools we are having many facilities, and many games are played in the private government schools. And when we compare to the private schools, there is no games, and if a student is not having any games to play, then he will be stressful, and by that he may be physically and mentally weak. Because of that, we can say government school is very good when compared to the private school.
For example, in my village, most government school students are not going to school daily. They are roaming on the roads. They are not listening their parents' words also. As a result of that, they are not listening, and they are not getting good jobs in future also. In coming to private schools, in private school students are going daily, going to school daily, return back to home. They are doing homeworks, and they are not disturbing others. and they are playing with games with their neighbor kids also. In my perception, government schools are not good.
What you said is that students are focusing on only studies, and if they are went to school, if they are went to home also, they are